Let's see if we can name all of his movies and maybe some other stuff. Let's go as fast as we can, or try to. Corridor of Mirrors, One Night with You, Hamlet, A Song for Tomorrow, Penny and the Pownall Case, My Brother's Keeper, Saraband for Dead Lovers, Scott of the Antarctic, Tried True, They Were Not Divided, Prelude to Fame, Captain Horatio Hornblower, R.N., Valley of Eagles, Quo Vadis, The Crimson Pirate, Top Secret, Paul Temple Returns, Babes in Baghdad, Moulin Rouge, Les Vacances de Monsieur Hulot. Apologies if I pronounce many of these foreign words wrong. Innocence in Paris, Destination Milan, Crossroads, That Lady, Final Column, Man in Dreamland, Contraband Spain, The Dark Avenger, The Cockleshell Heroes, Elias John Preston, Police Dog, Storm Over the Nile, Private's Progress, Alexander the Great, Port Afrique, Beyond Mombasa, The Battle of the River Plate, Ill Met by Moonlight, Fortune as a Woman, The Traitor, The Curse of Frankenstein, Manula, Bitter Victory, The Truth About Women, A Tale of Two Cities, Dracula, Battle of the V1, Corridors of Blood, The Hound of the Baskervilles, The Man Who Could Cheat Death, The Treasure of San Teresa, The Mummy, Uncle Was a Vampire, Too Hot to Handle, The Two Faces of Dr. Jekyll, Beat Girl, The City of the Dead, The Hands of Orlac, The Tower of the Tongs, Taste of Fear, The Devil's Daffodil, Hercules in the Haunted World, The Puzzle of the Red Orchid, The Pirates of Blood River, The Devil's Agent, Sherlock Holmes and the Deadly Necklace, Catharsis, The Virgin of Nuremberg, La Frusta e El Corpo, Terror in the Crypt, The Devil Ship Pirates, Il Castello de Morte-Vive, The Gorgon, Dr. Terror's House of Horrors, She, The Face of Fu Manchu, The Skull, 10 Little Indians, Dracula, Prince of Darkness, Rasputin, The Mad Monk, Circus of Fear, The Brides of Fu Manchu, 5 Golden Dragons, The Vengeance of Fu Manchu, Night of the Big Heat, Theater of Death, The Blood Demon, Eve, The Devil Rides Out, The Blood of Fu Manchu, Dracula Has Risen from the Grave, Curse of the Crimson Altar, The Castle of Fu Manchu, The Oblong Box, The Magic Christian, Scream and Scream Again, Eugene, The Story of Her Journey into Perversion, The Bloody Jungle, Count Dracula, Taste the Blood of Dracula, Julius Caesar, One More Time, The Private Life of Sherlock Holmes, Scars of Dracula, The House That Dripped Blood, Kadukuk Vampire, I Monster, Hanny Calder, Umbracle, Dracula AD 1972, Horror Express, Deathline, Nothing But the Night, The Creeping Flesh, The Satanic Rites of Dracula, The Wicker Man, The Three Musketeers, Dark Places, The Four Musketeers, The Man with the Golden Gun, La Bouche, La Star et L'Orpheline, In Search of Dracula, Diagnosis Murder, The Story of Heidi, Killer Forced, The Devil, A Daughter, Albino, Dracula Pierre et Fils, The Keeper, Airport 77, Meat Cleaver Massacre, End of the World, Starship Invasions, Circle of Iron, Return from Witch Mountain, Caravans, The Passage, Captain America 2, Death Too Soon, Nutcracker Fantasy, Arabian Adventure, Jaguar Lives, Bear Island, 1941, Serial, Safari 3000, An Eye for an Eye, Desperate Moves, The Salamander, The Last Unicorn, House of the Long Shadows, The Return of Captain Invincible, New Magic, The Rosebud Beach Hotel, The Bengal Lancers, Howling 2, Your Sister is a Werewolf, Mask of Murder, Jocks, Mio Min Mio, The Girl, Dark Mission, Olympus Force, The Key, The Return of the Musketeers, La Révolution Française, La Chute des Aigles, Murder Story, Honeymoon Academy, Lavaro, Gremlins 2, The New Batch, The Rainbow Thief, Kabuto, Curse 3, Blood Sacrifice, Jackpot, Funny Man, Police Academy, Mission to Moscow, A Feast at Midnight, Flesh and Blood, The Stupids, Welcome to the Discworld, Tale of the Mummy, Jinnah, Sleepy Hollow, The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Star Wars Episode 2, Attack the Clones, The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, Crimson Rivers 2, Angels of the Apocalypse, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, The Adventures of Greyfriars Bobby, Corpse Bride. 2005 was a busy year for him. The Golden Compass, Star Wars The Clone Wars, Boogie Woogie, The Heavy, Triad, Glorious 39, Alice in Wonderland, Burke and Hare, Season of the Witch, The Resident, The Wicker Tree, Grave Tales, Hugo, 2011 even more so, Dark Shadows, The Hobbit and Unexpected Journey, Night Train to Lisbon, Extraordinary Tales, The Girl from Nagasaki, Necessary Evil, Supervillains of DC Comics, I gotta check that out. The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies, Angels in Notting Hill, The Hunting of the Snark, The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. And out of all those, the last three are the only ones that came out after his death. That was one busy man. Here we go. Douglas Fairbanks Jr. presents Moby Dick, Rehearse, The Vice, Tales of Hans Andersen, Chevron of Fallen Stars, The Scarlet Pimpernel, Colonel March of Scotland Yard, Sailor of Fortune, The Adventures of Agi, Assignment Foreign Legion, The Errol Flynn Theater, The Gay Cavalier, OSS, Ivanhoe, White Hunter, The Adventures of William Tell, Tales of the Vikings, Alcoa presents One Step Beyond, The Alfred Hitchcock Hour, The Avengers, twice, Light Entertainment Killers, Theater Macabre. He did a lot of hosting, which kind of makes sense. Poor Devil, Orson Welles' Great Mysteries. 73 was another big year for him. Space, 1999. How the West Was Won, The Pirate, Saturday Night Live. Oh, I gotta see that. Captain America 2, Death Too Soon. That was in the movies one too. Once Upon a Spy, Charlie's Angels, Evil Stalks His House, Goliath Awaits, Maserati and the Brain, Charles and Diana, A Royal Love Story. Interesting. The Fair Pavilions, Fairy Tale Theater, Une Miniature du Signia. They just played Fog. Or maybe that's a character name. The Disputation. Well, I guess it is. Shaka Zulu, Around the World in 80 Days, La Revolution Française, The Care of Time, Treasure Island, Sherlock Holmes and the Leading Lady, Incident at Victoria Falls, Beauty and the Beast, The Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, so that's another Star Wars crossover, Double Vision, Death Train, The Tomorrow People, Moses, Tales of Mystery and Imagination, Alicia and the Dream Prince, 100 Years of Horror, Ivanhoe, Soul Music, Weird Sisters, The Odyssey, The New Adventures of Robin Hood, Gormenghast, so 97 was also busy, Ghost Stories for Christmas, Les Redoutables, Pope John Paul II, The Color of Magic. Man, I remember seeing, he did a lot of voiceover narrations for things. He had a great voice, so it makes sense. Video games, Ghost, The Rocky Interactive Horror Show, Conquest Frontier Wars, Freelancer, The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, EverQuest 2, GoldenEye, Rogue Agent, The Lord of the Rings, The Third Age, The Lord of the Rings, The Battle for Middle-earth, Kingdom Hearts 2, The Lord of the Rings, The Battle for Middle-earth 2, Kingdom Hearts 2, Final Mix, The Lord of the Rings, The Battle for Middle-earth 2, The Rise of the Witch King, Kingdom Hearts 358/2 Days, Lego The Hobbit, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.5 Remix, Deus Ex Machina, Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 Remix. It says here he was actually the oldest person to voice over a video game. I know Captain Beaumont also did some of the Kingdom Hearts games. I wonder if they were in a game together. That would be cool. Theater. The Constant Nymph, Designed for Living, As You Like It, Wishing Well, See Naples and Die. Audiobooks. He didn't do that many, but I gotta check some of these out, because his voice would really add to some of these, and I've even done some of these audiobooks, so... The Exorcist, The Adventure of the Sussex Vampire and Other Stories, The Adventure of the Lion's Mane and Other Stories, The Children of Hurin, Dracula, Frankenstein, Phantom of the Opera, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Dr. Jekyll, and Mr. Hyde. Him reading Dracula, that fits so perfectly. I feel like I remembered Children of Hurin coming out in 2013, but maybe that was like a reprint or something, or like a new edition. I don't know, I feel like I remember that pretty well, but it's saying it was in 2007, so I don't know. I don't just want to read these movie titles again. We can only hope to have as interesting a Wikipedia page as this.